IFM.com. Streaming audio live, RTC Channel 5, audio and video live, RTC Channel 4. Scott's in the studio. Scott, where else are we streaming this morning?
Hey, we're on your website.
On the website?
RTC website. Well.
Both websites,
4, yeah.
RTC4 or WROIFM.com.
Correct.
Oh, man, you are an amazing person. Do you know that?
We're broadcasting from the world. Anchorage and Shanghai are scared right now.
I can understand why. And, of course, if you have a smartphone or an Android device, you can download a TuneIn radio app, something similar. Take us wherever you're going, which today is the First Federal Savings Bank. And you'll say good morning to the president, Evan Gottschalk. Good morning, Evan.
Good morning, Tom.
Thank you for being here today.
It's great to be here today. We're going to kick off the winter session, we like to call it.
Okay.
We're going to accomplish more than Congress usually does, though, in their sessions. So big things ahead,
Probably so.
Of course. We survived the big, long holiday weekend.
Well, it's still kind of one big, long holiday time period, frame, weekend,
Boy.
whatever. You know, we're
Catch
still,
your Z's when you can.
We're still going hot and heavy, aren't we?
This is tough. We got
Right.
kind of a long... Then we got the New Year's weekend
Right, coming right up.
coming right up. Tomorrow, New Year's Eve.
Right.
I turned 37.
Oh, happy
You know
birthday.
You know what hit me this week?
What's that?
I'm 13 years from 50.
Yes, you are. That's
That's
correct.
when my uncle told me years ago, that's when stuff starts happening.
Love those uncles.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Words of wisdom right there. Right there.
Yeah, all that van time going up to Canada fishing, I got a lot of wisdom there and back.
So too.
Some of it I use and some I tried to forget. But
Quick note about the bank. You'll be open Saturday.
yes, we will, till noon.
Okay.
Just as normal.
And how about Monday?
We're not open Monday.
Okay.
The second is the national holiday.
Right.
Federal Reserve's closed, so we're going to close as well.
Okay.
Well, we got a big show this morning. We have another First Federal family member here this morning that we'll be talking to, and that's Jamie Bales. He's our new Vice President of Commercial Lending.
Excellent.
So we'll speak with him in just a bit. Hey, you may have seen the City of Rochester's accepting bids for the recycling program.
They are.
So I'm excited that that's going to hopefully continue. Tough to get a bid on that probably in the winter, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a tough time for it, but it's very time consuming. So
Yeah.
somebody has to look at it from that perspective, I think.
I think so too. So I'm hoping that turns out well because that's a great program for the City of Rochester. I heard Santa's sleigh and reindeer are free too, so that might help for
There you
collection.
go.
Those elves need a job too. Those little fingers,
They
they
do.
really sort well.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah,
So
they do.
hopefully someone reached out to them a little bit. Okay, good trivia question. We're looking at the new year, of course. So what year was the first ever New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square?
Do I have a choice?
Yeah.
Good.
We've lined up 4 excellent choices for you this morning. A is 1940. Seems like a long time ago. B is 1925. That's even longer ago.
Yeah.
C is 1915. Or D is 1907.
All right. We'll consider that as we go through the program. Scott will know.
You think?
Yeah, he knows the answer to all the trivia questions.
Yeah, he's also in the back room with a computer.
Well, I know.
So,
You know, he's Googling back there.
Okay,
That's
all right. Well, we'll see if he can find that one out there in the information superhighway. I haven't heard that word for a while. Internet works better now. Okay, sports news. Boy, Purdue University started off the Big Ten season well.
Yeah, they did.
They beat Iowa 89-67.
Yeah,
Iowa's
very
always
decisively.
Yeah, and Iowa's always kind of one of those tough teams to
Right.
beat. You know, you never know what you're going to get.
Very physical.
Very physical. So that's a big win. They play again on Sunday against Minnesota. Minnesota's pretty decent too. They're 12-2. So, boy, it's going to be kind of one of those black and blue Big Ten seasons.
It
Don't you think,
probably
Tom?
is, yeah.
I think so too.
Scott came back out. Are you mentioning IU too?
Okay, he's looking at me now.
Okay, number one, I never look him up on Google.
Yeah.
You can skip the look.
That's what he was. I thought he was staring at me to move on.
Let's talk about their baseball team.
Swim team.
Yeah, swim team. Yes, IU lost their opener to the tough Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Yeah, who were 15-point underdogs, by the way.
Right,
Not
thank
that I
you.
need to say that.
Yeah. And they broke their winning streak at Assembly Hall that IU had going. So not a good start. They did not look good
It's early yet, though,
at
right?
all. It is early,
Right.
but that Big Ten title is going to get out of hand quick, I think.
Right.
There's a lot going on there. And then, of course, IU's playing Louisville tomorrow at 12:30 on CBS. And that's in Indianapolis, kind of a neutral site. So Louisville's number 6. They're
Yeah, it'll
11
be a fun
and 2.
game.
Should be. All right, Notre Dame. There's a lot of good Indiana teams again
Right,
this year.
right.
Love that. Notre Dame's number 24. They're 11 and 2. They beat a school I've never heard of, St. Peter's. Not sure if that was the parochial school or what that was.
I'm
but
not sure.
They beat them 63-55. So, and that was in South Bend. Now they go to Pittsburgh tomorrow. Pittsburgh's 11 and 2.
Notre Dame women got beat last night.
Did they?
North Carolina State.
Ooh,
Upset.
that's not good.
No, I think they've got one more road game before they come finally back to South Bend.
Well, let's hope they make it back in one piece.
Right.
They've always got a lot riding with the type of talent they have
They do.
up there. And then, of course, Butler's number 13 in the country. They're 11 and 1, and they're going to St. John's Thursday night.
They lost last night to St. John's.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good. So they're 11 and 2. They're
Right.
going to go to Providence on Sunday, who's 10 and 3 right now. So Purdue, thankfully, holding strong there for the state of Indiana. IU also played in a bowl game this week. They played number 19 Utah. Utah's a pretty good team.
Played them well. Actually played them well. It was a tough game.
Yeah, it was kind of fun to watch. Ended really late.
Foster Farms Bowl.
It was 26-24 with Utah getting the win. IU kind of had a little time to try to go down and get a field goal and didn't do much with it. Utah's pass rush was really something else in that game, so they didn't get much time to throw the ball. RHS girls basketball, there was the Rochester Glass Holiday Classic yesterday, and they played a couple of really tough teams.
They did.
Good experience for the Zebras. The first game was Elkhart Memorial with a final at 31-46. Rochester lost that one. And then they played Mishawaka Marion, and that one was 37-72. Tough to play those two in the same day, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, remember, too, that Kennedy Musselman was out for those two contests, and she's one of their leading scorers and rebounders, so that may have made a slight difference in it.
I'm sure that did. They're 8-8 now in the season, and they play Jamie's hometown, North Judson, on the 3rd next week. So that'll be a good game. The boys basketball lost to Lewis Cass on Tuesday night, 80-52. Ben Perez was the leading scorer for the Zebras with that one with 14 points.
Cass is good year in and year out.
Every year. And the Zebras are now 0-7, and they play next Friday at Whitco. And RHS swimming.
Doing
Man,
well.
We've had some good swimmers
man,
here the
doing
last
well.
few years. Excellent swimming. A lot of records have been set in the last few years. Good program going on there. They're playing upcoming Wednesday in a dual meet with Warsaw and Tippy Valley.
Okay.
And that'll be at Warsaw High School. Might be something fun to go to. Rochester High School Wrestling got 6th place out of 17 teams. And that was our own John McKee Memorial Invitational last Friday. They wrestled the first round in the Mishawaka Al Smith Invitational yesterday, and round 2 is going to be today. Always have a good wrestling program under Clint Guard. 6th out of 17 is really good.
He's good at developing wrestlers.
Absolutely. They start it right at kindergarten, I
They
believe.
do.
Great club
Start pretty
program.
young and work their way through it.
Colts 7-8. They're going to finish the season hosting the Jaguars.
Ho hum.
I heard a rumor that Tom Coughlin was going to be interviewing for the Jaguars job.
He might be.
Yeah, he was there when they started, so that would be an interesting.
What do we
thing.
have? We have Jacksonville open, Los Angeles is open, and Buffalo.
Buffalo,
He's
yeah.
the third one that's
Rex
open.
Ryan just got fired this week, so I'm sure there'll be a couple others coming. I don't know what the Bears are going to do.
Well, John Fox is there. He'll stay another. John Fox, good coach. What
I
about
hope so.
Pagano?
Yeah, that's a question.
What do
mark.
you think? You think he'll be there?
No, I think
think
he's
he
gone.
will.
Do you?
Yeah,
I
kinda do.
think they're ready to move on.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. Catch us next week. It depends on how they
We
play.
may know more after Sunday afternoon,
If the
right?
Jaguars come tough, that could be a deciding factor.
That's right.
The Bears, they're 3-12. John
Okay.
Fox is a good coach. They're going to Minnesota, who's 7-8 to finish off the season.
Hey, Tanner, is Pagano back?
I don't think so.
Okay, there you go.
See, Tom, you're outnumbered
I
now.
am. I'm outvoted already.
You need a good win Sunday. Vikings are 5.5-point favorites there. The Colts are favored 4.5 points on Sunday, and the Bears they're on pace for a record this Sunday.
What record might that be?
Not for wins. Their fifth-round pick out of IU, Scott Jordan Howard, the running back. He may set the Bears' rookie rushing record, which is think about some of the rushers from the
Yeah.
Bears, the running backs. That's an impressive record to have.
Well,
Peyton
that's it.
Sayers, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's really exciting when you're 3-12.
That's what we're talking about. He only needs 61 yards to go, and he'll get. The record is 1,238 yards.
Okay.
So he's got a good chance of hit it because he's gone over 70 yards the last 7 games. You know who the current record holder is?
I do not. Gail Sayers.
Great guess. No.
No.
Anybody?
Peyton.
Matt Forte.
Ah. Okay.
The previous lead horse
Okay.
there, who's on the New York Jets.
Yeah, he's playing for the Jets now.
So I would have missed that one. I was a little surprised by that, given the lineup there. Even Red Grange was really good back in the day.
That's right.
Okay, upcoming local events. Swearing-in ceremony for our newly elected Fulton County office holders is tonight, 6 p.m. at the courthouse. Get started for a new government year. And there's a New Year's Eve gospel sing from 7 to midnight tomorrow at the Fulton County Museum.
Okay.
If you're looking for something fun to do socially. And then the Purdue Extension and the Rochester High School Ag Department are going to kick off their 2017 Winter Farm School. That's next Wednesday at 7:30 at the high school here in town. Ag economist Chris Hurt is going to speak about commodity prices, cash rents, values of land, rates, and any other topics.
Okay.
So should be very informative. You can enter through the Ag Shop next Wednesday at 7:30 if you're interested in that. And then the public library will be showing the movie Florence Foster Jenkins on Thursday, January 5th. And, of course, that's a free, no-charge movie. So that might be something fun to do.
Actually, I saw that movie. It's a good movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
What's it about? I've
Meryl
not heard of it.
Streep has
Oh.
one of the lead roles.
That's all
in
you have to say
in
right
that
there.
Movie. She was a singer who was actually a non-singer. It's a long story.
Yeah, I don't understand. Okay, guess we need to see it.
Yeah, there you go.
She's always great, so that's a good little tidbit. Okay, some birthdays. LeBron James turns 32 today. He seems older than that because he's been around since I
He has
remember.
been.
You know, ever since he was in
How old
middle
was he?
school.
Yeah.
Was he 18 when he went to the NBA?
I think so.
Yeah.
So he's had, of course, a really long career already.
Right.
Let's hope his body holds out. He could hold every record in the books. Different player. He had a quote here recently that I'm a different player than Michael Jordan, totally different game, which I think is
I
probably
think it's true too.
But he, of course, he always got that next Michael Jordan label when he was younger.
Right.
Much bigger guy. And then Tiger Woods. You know how old he is?
I do not.
41. He got old quick. That's all I can say about that.
But he tried late this year to make a comeback. I don't think it was really too successful, but he did play in a tournament. So.
He did.
Yeah, and it may have been. I think he started off a little better than I expected. I don't remember how.
Yeah,
he
first
finished.
2 rounds he played pretty well.
Yeah. Okay. Little bank note here. On this day in 1861,
Okay.
U.S. banks stopped making payments in gold. We just started using currency.
Okay.
That sounds like that was, I'm not a good historian, but that sounds like that was in Civil War time.
Civil
We might
War
have been
time,
holding a little tighter on some
Right.
of those reserves with the nation kind of crumbling around. Okay, and on this day in 1980 was the last performance on NBC of The Wonderful World of Disney, which had a great run. That was a fun show to watch. We got a good milestone this week. Argus senior guard Courtney Dunlap won the Indiana Basketball Coaches Association State Player of the Week
Yeah,
award.
that was cool.
Yeah, man, 25 points, 6 boards, 5 assists, 4 steals, and they beat number 1 Marquette Catholic on December 20th. So that's great. That's a really cool honor for
Yes, it is.
a small school around here. Okay, flowers this week. Fulton County Promise, it received a shout from the Chamber, and Top Motorsports received the Double I Award from the Fulton County Chamber. So those are both organizations. The Promise is an organization that's working to promote college savings in our local youth in all the county schools.
Excellent.
So great organization there. And Top Motorsports, there was just a neat little article in the paper about what they're doing too. So
Growing rapidly, actually.
very rapidly. And we're going to have them on next week.
Okay, good.
So that'll be kind of fun to learn a little bit more in depth about what they're doing. Okay. The Dow Jones Industrial Average has been trying like heck to get to 20,000, and they're not there yet. They're 180 points away.
Will they get there?
No, I don't
Okay.
think so. I think there's a psychology there. Everyone's a little nervous about getting there. So I think they hang back and see what 17 has to offer for it. But I kind of, a week or two ago, I thought they would have been there
Right.
with all the momentum.
Well, that was the time the momentum was really, really peaking.
So we'll see. That'll be something fun to look at today. Okay, this doesn't happen very often. GNC, the nutrition
Yeah.
stores. It's based out of Pittsburgh, but they're shuttering all 4,464 stores temporarily,
Wow.
so they can update pricing strategy. It sounds like a drastic
Sounds
thing to
eerie,
do.
doesn't it?
Yeah. So apparently they're going to all open up again, maybe with different displays and different pricing. But that's a strange thing. You don't hear about something like that happening very often. And then Honda, boy, it's been a crazy last 18 months for the car companies. Honda announced it's going to recall nearly 650,000 Odyssey minivans, model years 2011 to 16, because the second row seats may not lock in the event of a crash. So if you have one of those, you might just
Right.
call your local dealership and double check on some of that. Usually you get something in the mail eventually, but might want to get on that for a safety concern. Okay, thinking about First Federal this morning. We're open to 5 today, and of course till noon tomorrow on New Year's Eve. We will not be open on Monday, January 2nd, but we will open back up on the 3rd
Okay.
for business. So come in and see us. We got a lot of online mobile options, but we still love seeing everybody. So we always want to be inviting anyone in to come talk to us, and we love listening, helping, supporting our local communities. Our ATM is always open, so if you need something after hours or on Sundays or later in the day on Saturdays, you can deposit at our ATM or withdraw cash or make a transfer. You can also bank with us online anytime, day or night, and with our mobile app too.
Very convenient.
Very convenient. We are the local mortgage loan specialists, and we do service our own loans. So you start a loan with us, and you're going to finish it with us. We love that process. We love being there with you every step of the way. And that's what we offer. That's what we've been doing for a long time. We specialize in that. All right. We're closing the book on First Federal's 50th anniversary year today, Tom. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I did.
We had a really fun year. Our goal this year was to highlight an organization each month.
You did a lot of good for the community.
We enjoyed doing that.
Right.
And, you think about that. We don't want to take credit for that. We've had a lot of good done to us over the years, in 50 years. So it's our way of just saying thank you and continuing the partnerships that we have here locally. In January of this past year, we highlighted the United Ministries Outreach Program. which is great, supporting needs in the community as needed. So that's a great organization that could always use funds to help those people out in our communities. In February, we did the Fulton County Community Foundation. They usually have, I think you mentioned it earlier, Tom, when we were talking, they have their Valentine's Day promotion with RTC and WRY. And we helped donate to that cause in February. In March, it was the Retired Senior Volunteer Program, or we usually call it RSVP, which is a great group based out of the Community Services Building. And we also highlighted the Fulton County Council on Aging. It's based out of the same building. Two great organizations serving those folks in town, 55 or older. In April, we highlighted the Fulton County Animal Adoption and Education Center. And they're on a capital project right now. They had a great piece in the Sentinel here a little while back. In May, we highlighted Habitat for Humanity, and they've built a lot of houses in our community over the last several years. In June, it was Relay for Life. In July, it was Pack a Backpack program. And August, our Compassionate Healthcare Clinic. In September, it was Feed My Starving Children Mobile Pack. That was a really fun event. And October, we helped provide trees for the Woodlawn Hospital walking path. It gets a lot of use. And November was the Christmas Baskets.
Excellent.
Great organization. And December, this month, it was Salvation Army.
Very good.
So those are some key groups that we've had relationships with. And, of course, along the way, United Way with their campaign here late in the year.
Of course, we can't wait to see what you're going to do for your 51st year.
That's right. There's a lot of precedent now. Announcement to come, Tom. Thank
Okay.
you. Of course, for our mortgage services, borrowers need to meet underwriting guidelines. A delivery fee might be applicable to the mortgage loan. We are FDIC insured and an equal housing lender, and our NMLS number is 399927. Okay. Well, we are pleased to be joined by Jamie Bales, First Federal's Vice President of Commercial Lending. We have done very little commercial lending over the years, Tom, and one thing we were looking at earlier in 2016, we wanted to find someone that could help us get started with a commercial lending program that could help out our local communities. And we found that person in Jamie Bales. So welcome, Jamie.
Hey, good morning. Thanks
Nice
for
to have you here.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Evan promised a breakfast buffet, but I don't see one around here quite yet. So
It's not here. He'll
Yeah.
take you to that
Yeah.
after the program. And of course, it's kind of contingent on how well you do.
Yeah.
okay.
It's
no pressure. Yeah.
It's a performance-based buffet.
Right.
But yeah, glad to be here and glad to be with the First Federal Savings team. Like Evan and Dick have promoted in the past, it's been a lot about service and being there from application to close. And we just want to transition that to the commercial side. With the business lending that we know some other banks are involved with. We want to get in that process too, and kind of understand the needs of the businesses first. Make sure it's a good fit, and then also be there to serve them like we have on their mortgage side. So just real happy to be here, and think it's going to be a good fit.
Yeah, as we were looking at our 50th year coming up, one thing that was really speaking to us is we've really enjoyed being community partners for residents in our communities, our neighbors, our friends, our families, with the biggest financial decision of their life on a personal level, which is their home mortgage. That's been a role that we've fit into really well the last 50 years, have enjoyed, and we do a great job at it.
That will never go away.
That will never go away. We have laser focus on that business, and we just felt like we were in a position now to have that same type of relationship with our local businesses, and we want to be impactful in our community in that same way. So that is what we've been working on with Jamie. Jamie's been working on this year, and we're looking at launching that pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have quite a variety of products to offer. We're looking over the years. I've just talking with Dick and Evan. There's been some needs in the community for real estate, equipment loans, and also lines of credit. And we want to open that up here to start this next year, and pretty excited about it. There's a lot of good meetings I've already had with some business owners in the area. Of course, we serve 5 other offices from Bremen, Plymouth, Winnemac, Elkhart, and Mishawaka. So we plan on being very active in those areas. If there's questions or any thing that a business owner might need, we have lots of ways to get a hold of us. Obviously, we're on Facebook. We're streaming live, I was told, and also we're here at the offices most of the time, but we're out and about. You can always reach us by phone. Our main points of contact for the commercial office is 574-223-1716, or just stop by and then ask about it, and we can be happy to sit down and meet with you.
So you're headquartered in Rochester, but yet you travel to the other branches as well.
Yeah, that's right, Tom. Yeah, so we'll be here most of the time in Rochester, but we're very mobile. I've been out with Evan, beating the streets a little bit already. Sure. But yeah, we've already up in Elkhart and Mishawaka and those little more urban areas, but of course down here, and we're here to meet needs of all the business owners. From the farmers to the mom and pop shops here locally, or even if you're in an industrial park, we're open to listen and see what your needs are, and then try and fit you in the best product. We have a lot of different competitive rates, terms available. We meet twice a week from a loan committee, and we like to sit down and see what's going on in the areas, so we're able to give you a fast response to some of these questions you might have, maybe if I don't have it right away.
Can you do things maybe that other people that loan to commercial entities can't do?
Not necessarily,
okay.
No. I mean, if you're a commercial bank, you're a commercial bank. I think what has separated us in the past maybe from other community banks is our service. We really strive on that. We want to be here as not just, giving you a loan, but also being, a partner with you, a financial partner, and sit down and, discuss with what your options are, and not just give you the first product that might come to mind. So it's a process. It's it's a discussion we like to have, and making sure we understand your needs first.
I think what we strive for is the relationship, and we've done that so well in our business up to this point. That's what you won't find with some of the other regional national banks, especially, is they're striving for numbers. They're looking at reports and kind of generating their techniques and conversations from that standpoint. For us, it's about the relationship. We live next to you. We probably go to church with you. We shop at Kroger's with you. So a relationship is what we're looking for. And the benefit of that for a business owner is, all ships rise and fall with the tide, and we're there with you every step of the way through good and bad. And I think that's something that we offer that not everybody can offer.
I'm not sure I get a lot of detail here, but specifically, let's say a business owner wants to talk with you about this. What type of information are you looking for?
Well, it's pretty similar to the mortgage process, Tom.
Okay.
We're going to have an application as far as getting tax returns, financial statements. Where it might vary a little bit is we're looking at cash flows. What's your business plan? What is this investment you're making going to do for your business? So we're going to look into that a little bit, and then try and understand how you're going to repay that. So it's real important to see what not only you've done in the past, but also see kind of where that road's going to take you with this new investment.
Okay, excellent.
So Jamie gave you a phone number. That's his number. He's leading our commercial program, our small business program, and that can be for any of the counties around. He's willing to travel and making himself available, and that was 574-223-1716. So we're very excited about this, something we've been working on for quite a while to make sure that we can offer that great service that can kind of complement what we're doing with our mortgage business.
Last question, Jimmy. You're looking for, of course, there are existing businesses that might want your services, but how about a new startup business?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
No, if you're interested in starting up a business or any sort of, building or whatever it is, Yeah, just we'll go over your business
Okay.
plan. We'll sit down with you, and it's the same application process. We'll have to do more of a pro forma base, but we have other avenues too. Whether it's our bank, we can also work with the SBA, Small Business Administration, and help you get started. So if you're a good credit in the past, we tend to think you'll be a good credit in the future. So it all kind of depends on some of that too.
Excellent.
Well, thanks, Jamie, for joining us.
Yeah.
We're really happy to have you in the First Federal family, and we're really excited to make a good impact in the business community in our local locations. So something that is really exciting for a developing community. All right, let's move on to our trivia answer. What year was the first ever New Year's Eve ball drop in Times Square?
Well, I think Barrett went back and found it, so I know what it is. But did you know that the original design was made from wood and iron and lit 100 incandescent light bulbs?
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew that.
All right. And of
Jamie
course,
knew
the
it.
current ball is LED lighting.
It's probably a lot lighter than the first one.
Right.
They might have had a considerable hoist for that first one to get that thing off the ground. 1907 is when they put that together. So
Welcome to 1908.
that's great. All right, words of wisdom this morning. The discipline of the writer is to learn to be still and listen to what his subject has to tell him.
Well said.
That was Rachel Carson, a United States biologist.
Evan Gottschalk, thank you very much. Nice to have you here. Jamie, thank you for
Thanks,
coming
Tom.
in.
Thank you.